Breaking news coming in. Kaizan Ibrahim has been given time until the 15th of September to file a reply as to why his bail should not be cancelled. The notice to Kaizan by the Sessions Court comes in pursuance of the NCB asking the court to quash his bail based on the recent raids and seizures made by them. NCB sources say that while Kaizan played a bigger role in the conspiracy and was actively peddling drugs to several others, his association with other B-town celebrities and alleged peddlers is also under the radar. It was based on Kaizan's information that, remember, Anuj Keswani and Karamjeet were also arrested. Going across to Herman for more details. Herman, bring us up to speed with the latest.
Well, in fact, this is a very important development that the NCB has, in fact, asked the Sessions Court to ensure that the bail that has been granted to Kaizan should be, in fact, be quashed. Sources within the NCB have clearly said that his role is not just very limited to just the consumption as well as the selling of drugs, but a larger conspiracy where Bollywood too has been involved. And since already there is an SIT of the NCB that is looking at the Bollywood particularly angle, it is important that they question Kaizan once again, is what we are given to understand. Since it was based on his information that Anuj Keswani and Karanjeet were arrested. Now, just to make the distinction, Anuj Keswani was the supplier because when he was arrested was also LSD sheets in commercial quantity were also found on him. And at the same time, we know that Karanjeet, who was arrested recently by the NCB, in fact, yesterday and today will be produced in court, is a drug peddler. So based upon it is believed that he once again needs to be questioned by the NCB, and that will in fact lead to even more arrests, and that is the direction of the investigation of the NCB probe.
All right. Thank you, Harman, for getting us the latest on that. Now, the investigation into the Bollywood drug nexus gets bigger as the Narcotics Control Bureau is likely to make more arrests today, as it says that the bigwigs in the racket have not been nabbed. The narcotics team has also arrested a drug peddler, Dwayne Fernandez, yesterday, who allegedly supplied drugs to Shovik and Dipesh Sawant. Another supplier, Karamjeet Singh Anand, who is a friend of Shovik, was also nabbed yesterday and drugs were recovered from him. This comes after Riya Chakrabarti, in her statement to the NCB, claimed that Sushant hosted parties at his Lonavala farmhouse where many celebrities consumed drugs. Let's take you through the details of the NCB peddlers who currently the drug peddlers who are currently in the NCB net. Let's put out some of those names. The first is Karamjeet Singh. He is a close friend of Shovik Chakrabarti, has known him since his school days. He's 23 years old and he supplied drugs to Shovik and Riya. There are WhatsApp chats between Shovik Chakrabarti and Karamjeet Singh that also prove this. Hashish, cannabis were recovered from him. So he was found with drugs in his possession. Meanwhile, moving on to the next peddler is Dwayne Fernandez. He was detained from Dadar West. He is currently being questioned. The NCB, remember, carried out raids at various locations in Mumbai and Goa yesterday, and that's where he was found. 500 grams of ganja have been recovered from him as well. The third person is Ankush Arenja. He's 29 years old. He supplied drugs to accused Anuj Keswani. Anuj Keswani is, remember, one of the middlemen whose name has come up by the NCB as well, and 42 grams of charas and about 1,12,400 rupees in cash was also recovered from this particular peddler. Well, going across to Shilpa, who joins us for more details. Shilpa, any updates coming in about the NCB investigations today?
Well, we are expecting more arrests to follow today because the NCB officials are aggressively pursuing those peddlers who were supplying to people known to Sushant and to the people who were holding those parties at Sushant's farmhouse. Now, these people are presumed to be celebrities from the film fraternity. Riya Chakrabarti, in a 20-page statement, has named some of these people. We believe about 25 names have been put forth by her, and these 25 names are currently under the scanner. We expect the NCB to be summoning these people in the next 10 to 14 days to conduct questioning and further their investigations. But before NCB summons these people, what the NCB wants to do is to collect enough evidence against them, to collect enough testimonials against them, and to collect these testimonials, they are cracking down on these peddlers. Even though they are small-time peddlers who supply to college students, small-time peddlers who again supply to small actors who attend these parties, because it's easier for these actors to supply drugs at these parties. Now, this is what we are hearing from our sources, and we're hearing that the crackdowns are intensifying today as well, that there will be more arrests following. Yesterday, as you were mentioning, there were arrests of KJ, arrests of Dwayne, and arrests of Anuj. Now we are expecting more arrests during the course of today. The NCB is hot on the heels of these peddlers. There might be small amounts of contraband, but they believe that the information that they have about the Bollywood drug nexus is vital.
So according to the NCP, how much of this nexus has been tracked so far, and how much is yet to be unearthed, Shilpa?
Well, they believe that they are moving up the rungs. Currently, they are catching those small peddlers. These were the people who were mentioned in Shoaik Chakrabarti's chats. If we go through those chats, we can see those names such as KJ, Karamjeet, we can see names such as Dwayne, there's Shane Fletcher. You know, these are all people that Shoaik Chakrabarti has mentioned in his chats. In fact, during the course of one long chat with his friend that lasted for an hour, all these names were discussed by Shoaik, and the NCB has taken it very seriously and they're cracking down. Now, once they crack down on these peddlers, they will in turn ask them who was supplying to them. So in a way, they will try to go to the source of this contraband and also to see the end of this contraband, where it's landing up. So they want to trace the entire journey of these contrabands that they are cracking down upon. They're seizing a lot of contrabands across the city. You know, retrieval of contraband in this case is very important, because currently neither Riya Chakrabarti nor Shoaik have been found to be in possession of any of these banned substances. So the NCB definitely hot on the trails of the contraband, hot on the trails of these peddlers, and they do expect to be making more arrests today. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Shilpa, for bringing us up to speed with the latest. Now, the political war continues to escalate between Kangana Ranaut and the Aghadi government. The actress is expected to meet the Maharashtra Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari this evening at 4:30 and discuss the demolition of a Pali Hill home. Ranaut had earlier said that Mumbai had turned into the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, sparking a massive controversy and war of words with the Shiv Sena. The BMC earlier had razed portions of her home. The demolition was then temporarily stayed by the Bombay High Court. Some breaking news coming in. Sanjay Raut in Samna says that at least half of Bollywood should have come out to denounce Kangana's allegations against Mumbai. He also says actors like Akshay Kumar should have come out and spoken up. Those are the details that we have. Sanjay Raut, in fact, has written in the Shiv Sena mouthpiece Samna, saying that more Bollywood stars should have come out. They should have supported the Maharashtra government against Kangana Ranaut. They should have denounced Kangana's allegations against Mumbai. Remember, there's been a huge outrage by the Maharashtra government, especially after Kangana Ranaut went on to call Mumbai Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Shiv Sena leader Sanjay Raut saying that Bollywood should have denounced that comment. He specifically taken the name of actors like Akshay Kumar, saying that he should have spoken out against Kangana. Going across to Vinaya for more details. Vinaya, tell us more about what Sanjay Raut has said in Samna.
Well, he basically said that the Bollywood should have come out in opposition of what Kangana Ranaut said, because clearly the sentiment issued by one actor isn't the sentiment of an entire industry. he has also gone ahead to say that there's a conspiracy to downplay the importance of Mumbai and to make sure that Mumbai breaks away from Maharashtra. He has taken a jibe at the BJP as well, but most importantly, he has said that for all those people who are big because of Mumbai and Mumbai has made them big, this was the time when they should have spoken out. So he has named Akshay Kumar. He has said that somebody like Akshay Kumar should have come out in support of the city of Mumbai and opposing what Kangana Ranaut has called Mumbai. Calling Mumbai Pakistan is absolutely not acceptable. So clearly, Shiv Sena leader Sanjay Raut, through his column Rok Thok in Samna, has taken a jibe at the industry, the Hindi film industry, at some of the prominent Hindi film actors, and said that it was such a time when everybody should come together against such kind of petty politics and should at least speak out when people are speaking out against Mumbai. And that is where he says that though Kangana Ranaut has spoken against Mumbai, it is quite clear that that cannot be the sentiment of an entire industry. And
Right.
that is why at least half of the Hindi film industry should have come out opposing what Kangana had said about Mumbai.
All right, thank you Vinaya for joining us. Let's also go across to Shilpa for more. Shilpa, Sanjana Ranaut questioning by Bollywood was silent on Kangana Ranaut's statements, but take us through the reactions from the industry that did come in.
Well, when Kangna called Mumbai POK, Bollywood was stunned. But despite their overwhelming love for the city, Mumbai, or even their support for Uddhav Thackeray, the film fraternity largely stayed silent. We've seen that the film industry is not rising to the bait that Kangna keeps throwing them. The political parties, however, have risen to the bait, which is why we've seen this escalation taking place. But, there are some people who are outspoken in the film industry, such as Richa Chadda, Tapsi Pannu, even Sonam Kapoor. And these are people who supported Kangna, not when she said those derogatory things about Mumbai, but when, in fact, her office was illegally demolished. They extended support to both Kangna and Rhea Chakrabarti, and this really stung Kangana Ranaut, who dismissed their support. She in fact called them mafia bimbos and said, please do not mention me in the same sentence as Rhea Chakrabarti. She said, that my case is completely different and do not club me in the same sentence along with Rhea. So Kangna really shirking off even the little support that comes away. She's determined to fight this battle by herself, and she's fighting it furthermore today by meeting the governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari at 4:30 today. She will be meeting him at Raj Bhavan. Now, Raj Bhavan has not disclosed the agenda for the meeting today, but it is expected that the meeting is about the escalation of tension with Shiv Sena. The actor is leaving for Europe tomorrow. She's leaving to Switzerland to resume filming for a production that is currently underway. And before that, we're hearing that she wants to resolve this, or at least have a word with the governor about the growing escalation. Back to you.
Right, because apart from a few voices, the ones you mentioned like Tapsi Pannu, Richa Chadda, Shilpa, Bollywood has largely been silent, and that's something that has been questioned by Sanjay Raut, who is saying that the film industry should be more vocal in their opposition to the comments that were made by Kangana Ranaut.
Well, Kangana Ranaut is a large reason why many people from the film fraternity have stayed silent over the last 2 months. We saw Kangana Ranaut getting increasingly vocal on social media, and we saw her really attacking everybody who was commenting on the Sushant Singh Rajput tragedy, or not even commenting on it. In an effort to not be dragged into this controversy, we saw celebs really dial down their online presence. In fact, Kangana took on celebrities who were posting their childhood pictures, commenting on other people's childhood pictures. She was really taking no prisoners. There was a war of words with everybody, except the film fraternity wasn't retaliating. And now, when the issue is about Kangana herself, be it the demolition or even her political meetings, she's had so many over the last few days. She met Ramdas Atavale a couple of days ago. Today she met the Karni Sena national president and regional president. Today she's going to be meeting the governor. So a lot of political moves by Kangana, and we've we've seen in the past few years itself how Bollywood is reluctant to make comments on politics, and especially when it comes to somebody like Kangana Ranaut, who is making political moves. It's definitely a double whammy for Bollywood, which is definitely keeping its distance from this issue.
Alright, thank you Shilpa for joining us with those updates. On that note, it's a wrap on the show. Thank you for watching, but give your investment an unparalleled edge with sharpest opinions, actionable insights and much more. These are the last 3 days to subscribe to Money Control Pro to get unlimited premium content, plus benefits worth 15,000 rupees only at 1 rupee a day. Be a pro, use the code FREEDOM365. Money Control Pro, it's worth it.